Hello friends, I am CMA Akula Sridhar. I welcome you all to Finance MCQ channel, a channel where we are bringing you practice questions on technical syllabus every day for preparation of SEBI Grade A Officer exam. Friends, this technical syllabus is having 100 marks in phase 1 and it has 2/3 weightage of your phase 2 of SEBI Grade A exam. And friends, you can find the entire technical syllabus of SEBI Grade A exam chapter wise, topic wise on Finance MCQ website in MCQ question format. You can visit the website and practice the entire technical syllabus there. I have put the website link on the description box below. So let's begin and try to solve the MCQ questions along with me. So the first question is, if the idle capacity cost is due to avoidable reasons such as power failure and strike, it is charged to option A, production capacity utilized, option B, cost of production by inflating overhead rates, option C, costing profit and loss account, option D, either of the above, option E, none of the above. So friends, here the question is saying that idle capacity cost is due to avoidable reason. So in that case, it will be charged to costing profit and loss account. So the correct option is option C. Friends, here my question is, if the idle capacity cost is due to unavoidable reason, for example like repairs, maintenance, etc., in that case where it should have been charged to? Those who know the answer, please comment in the comment box below. We'll discuss it in tomorrow's video. Next question, which of the following can be basis for apportionment of electric power of a production unit? Option A, horsepower of machine, option B, number of machine hours, option C, units consumed, option D, value of machines, option E, all of the above. So friends, always remember that all of these can be basis for apportionment of electric power of a production unit. The correct option is option E. Next question, an expenditure for equipment or for productive resources which has no economic relevance to the present decision making process is called option A, sunk cost, option B, opportunity cost, option C, conversion cost, option D, standard cost, option E, replacement cost. So friends, the correct answer is option A, sunk cost. Sunk cost is a cost which is already incurred in the past and has no relevance in decision making. Example of sunk cost would be written down value of machinery, as the cost of machinery is already incurred in the past and the company cannot change its original cost neither now or in the future. Next question, batch costing is a type of option A, process costing, option B, job costing, option C, differential costing, option D, direct costing, and option E, none of the above. So friends, remember that batch costing is a type of job costing. So correct answer is option B. And explanation is, under batch costing, a particular job or small orders are processed in a lot or batches, similar to what we do in job costing. Next question, margin of safety is profit divided by what? Option A, sales, option B, profit and volume ratio, option C, variable cost, option D, contribution, option E, none of the above. So any guesses? Yes, the correct answer is margin of safety is nothing but profit divided by profit volume ratio. So the correct option is option B. Friends, before moving ahead, let's discuss the question asked in my previous video. I asked you to get the formula of break-even point. So what is the formula for break-even point? It is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Okay, let's move ahead. Next question, which of the following statement is correct regarding contract costing? Option A, usually carried out at the site of the contract. Option B, cost unit in contract costing is the contract itself. Option C, separate cost accounts is maintained. Option D, usually takes more than 1 year to complete. Option E, all of the above. So friends, if you go through the option, all of the above are features of contract costing. The correct option would be option E, all of the above. Next question, question 7. Joint costs are expenditure incurred up to the point of option A, sales, option B, separation, option C, manufacture, option D, purchase, option E, none of the above. So friends, remember that joint costs are the expenditure incurred up to the point of separation. So the correct answer is option B. So after separation, each product will have its own cost. Next question, measurement of TPM performance is also known as overall equipment effectiveness measure, overall performance effectiveness measure, overall quality effectiveness measure, then option D, overall work effectiveness measure, and option E, none of the above. So friends, remember that measurement of TPM performance is also known as Option A, overall equipment effectiveness measure. So the basic philosophy of TPM is, friends, it is to properly maintain an equipment to achieve the target of zero breakdown and thus avoiding loss of production capacity due to non-performing equipment. Next question. What does equivalent production unit means in process costing? Option A, producing equivalent units in the process. Option B, converting incomplete unit into equivalent completed unit. Option C, converting finished goods into equivalent demand order lot. Option D, all of the above, and option E, none of the above. So friends, remember the correct option is converting incomplete unit into equivalent completed unit. So option B is correct. And why do we convert incomplete unit into equivalent completed unit? That is because at the end of the period there will be some items which are partially completed, and we have to spread the total cost equitably over partly finished and completely finished products. Which of the following is not a goal of cellular manufacturing? Option A, making minimum waste as possible. Option B, making wide variety of similar products. Option C, to move ahead as quickly as possible. Option D, to reduce the cost of material procurement. Option E, none of the above. So friends, the correct option is option D, to reduce the cost of material procurement. So friends, remember that cellular manufacturing is not related to material procurement. It is basically a system of organizing production equipments to focus on making wide variety of products to move quickly and to reduce waste. Friends, if you want to practice more such type of MCQ questions from your technical syllabus, I request you to kindly visit Finance MCQ website. It has entire SEBI graded technical syllabus in MCQ format. 2000 plus subject wise, topic wise MCQ questions to practice. It has explanation for correct answer wherever required, plus 25 test series to practice from your technical syllabus. So friends, don't miss this golden opportunity and increase your selection chances significantly. Website link is given in the description box below. If you have any questions, please write in the comment box below. I will try to address them, and I will come up with new MCQ questions to practice on SEBI grade A exam. Till then, take care and thank you for watching.